Hi, Steve here with Jbrc Race Cars. What I've got in front of me to show you today is some years ago back we worked with the Dynatech header company to the point where Jerry built a front tubular snout strut front suspension, firewall forward with a mid plate and a motor plate in it, because they wanted to come up with a unwelded, budget-minded, mild steel header kit to work for a undercar exit header. And this is what we developed and came up with them, sitting here in front of you. Available in a couple of variety of tube sizes, as well as a couple of them even being stepped header, meaning going from like 2 1/4 to 2 3/8 before entering the collector. Basically, you get the tubes themselves, 1 3 5 7 cylinder down your left bank and 2 4 6 8. The tubes themselves are just run to a point of attack. So if you had to break the tack loose and rotate the tube slightly to get it to work with your particular application, the header flanges, gaskets, generic bolt hardware, and the tube itself, this tube I should say itself, going into the flange and giving a starter point for the primary tube to enter into, giving you some wiggle room, for lack of better terms, to get the header to position, as well as giving it a little stronger support. And I think they were worried about that more in the day when you had collector mufflers, because you had the weight of them hanging on the end of your header tubes underneath the car. They also have slip-on collectors available for these header kits, anything from a standard type collector to some of their more minded performance design as far as a merge style collector. Very neat cone design inside the collector itself. And then a few years back, as the evolution of this just kept going, and stainless headers and different things started coming into effect, all of a sudden you've seen the wide variety of side exit take place. So again, being as we had the front snout here, we recreated it up, shipped it back up there to them, and I'll show you a new side exit, two designs that they have in the mild steel, also for the budget-minded racer. There you go, and we have it right here. These are two styles, or showing one style here, but they have two different tube sizes available, and this is a mild steel kit based under the same principles as the undercar exit header kits, but in a side style exit. Again, cutting the hole in the front fender area behind the front wheel and in front of the front leading edge of the door, and using a similar collector, or you can put a turn down on it, as they call it, like a bull horn. And we have fender rings where you'd make the cutout in the fender itself for these side exit headers. But again, we have all these kits in stock that Dynatech has to offer in all the different sizes. We carry a pretty wide variety and inventory. And then to go along with NHRA's rule requirements, whether you choose one of the header kits that I just mentioned, this goes along with the tether system that NHRA requires. What you would looking at here would be a clamp that you would get to fit your primary tube. And again, we have a variety of all the different sizes. The rear clamp to fit the collector itself. And then, depending on your spacing, the various cable lengths to go between the two clamps to tether the collector to the header tube itself. And as always, if you need any additional help, feel free to look us up on the web or give us a call. We're always here to help.